to the audio show.
Well, friends, so Nanya sent this video, and it's a very, very controversial take that I may give on this because I may not give the round of take that people are actually looking for. But I'm gonna give an honest opinion as a person who went through the school system. Let's go.
Hey babe,
Hmm?
what do you think about me going back to school and working on my PhD?
For what? I mean, it's a lot of school. You already got, business. I can teach you how to run a business.
Okay, if she's going back to school for a business degree, then he is right. It doesn't make sense getting a PhD because it doesn't mean anything in business. In business, a PhD don't mean anything. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Only have like a bachelor's in business administration, and I'm gonna be honest. Running a business is way different than a bunch of, examinations that they can give you in an actual school. That is the absolute truth. That's really and truly what's going on. So he's not actually incorrect in saying, hey, if it's a business you're trying to go back to run, then sure, I can teach you business because already he's successful. You want to be pairing with someone who's actually a business personnel at this point in time. But let's keep proceeding.
It doesn't make any sense for you to go to school.
Doesn't make any sense, but what if it's just something I want to do for myself?
Okay, so let me address this point. A lot of couples do this where they just do these things and they're doing these degrees because it's something that they want to do for themselves. Here's the thing with school. School is time, it is energy, and it is effort away from a marriage. If you don't want your marriage to work or you want to put your marriage under strain, go back to school because it is going to cost time, it's going to cost energy, it's going to cost all of these things. And I'm speaking this from a personal perspective. Only have a master's in a social work, and yes, it took time and energy away from my family and away from what they had going on. And I had to put that stress and that strain on the actual family while trying to pursue that degree. Now, the difference is that my degree is being pursued so that way I could actually earn some more money for the sake of the family. So that's why it differs. That's why it needs to make sense if you're going to go back to school, because it does cost time and it does affect things. It does. Whether we like it or not, it does.
I mean, that's cool, but, certain things sometimes just seem like a waste of money. Like I said, I can teach you how to run a business. You already have a business. It's kind of like hustling backwards.
Hustling backwards.
So here's what I don't like about how Amber looks right now. Amber has asked for a business, right? She said him take a bar 44 and he's giving her this business with Mishana. I am now expecting Amber to get that business from where it's at right now to the place that she wants it to be and to work at that. Moving from one thing to the next thing feels like you're all over the place and you're not really steady as to what you're trying to actually do. So that's what I have an issue with in the entire thing. Now, I'm still waiting to find out exactly what it is she's trying to go back to school for. Because if I can understand that, then I can kind of give you a true inkling into it. But you can't. Her reaction is seeming as though she's reacting to it as if, hey, Anton is this bad guy for saying what he's saying. I probably would have said the same things. I'm going to be very honest with you. And I say this even to people who are young as well. If you're going to school for degrees that doesn't make sense, and you know what I'm talking about, you know those degrees. I'm not going to even get into it. Degrees that when you come out, you're not going to be able to get a job to do whatever it is. Then it doesn't make sense to go to school for it because you're going to put yourself in a lot of debt. That is the actual truth.
So it wouldn't be sexy to you for me to be Dr. Amber Dalton?
I mean, it's good if you just want to have that, just to say it. What do you plan on doing with it?
That is the question I'm asking. This whole idea of people becoming doctors because it is sexy is just uncanny. You don't need a degree because of degree's sake. You want a degree because you're going to actually use the degree to do something. To have a PhD or a doctorate because of doctorate's sake means nothing. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen with a lot of people. And I mean that by no mean of insulting anyone's degree. But the truth of the matter is, friends, I want to see the degree being used. If you're going to be knighted as in a doctorate, I want you to give society that.
You know, like it's cool to hang your accolades on the wall, but unless you're using them, like really using them, it'd be a waste. You know, I had an aunt who went to try to go to school when she was like 65 years old. It's like, who's trying to hire you? Nobody's gonna hire you at 65 when they can pay a young person half the money that you're asking for.
She's looking despicable again. All of this is actually true, right? While yes, could you go at school at 65? You could do that. But the truth of the matter is, yes, it is looked at as that way inside of the marketplace. You have to be, if you're going for something that is very valuable, then of course it makes sense because it's something that the economy needs. But if you're just going there just to get just a modest degree for no reason at all, friends, listen, I have to agree with him. As much as it sounds weird, the truth of the matter is that's the truth toward it. But hey,
You're right. Silly me. I'm gonna go.
sounds like she felt insulted. But the truth of the matter is, on a scale, people get these degrees and they don't use them. And nothing irks me like when a person have a doctorate and the doctorate is just sitting down collecting dust. That's not the purpose of a doctorate. That's not the purpose of a master's. Those things should be used. That's what I think that sometimes a lot of modern day people don't get. Just getting a degree for degree's sake is almost like you're insulting the degree in itself then. If you're going to go get a degree in communication and you're not working in the field of communication, you're insulting the field of communication because you're not, your duty as a doctor or as a master's personnel is to advance the profession of that particular thing. That's what people don't see some of the times.
Getting up. Get ready for bed. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Hit the shower.
Yeah, so what has occurred in this is that she's seeing this as an insult, but it's not really an insult. Him just kind of tell her the truth as to what's going on. Again, like I said before, you may disagree with this take, but that's where it ends up has to be. If you're going to school and you're going to go spend because that's what you're going to spend 3 or 4 years in school, and it's going to drain you. It's going to drain you. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you energy, and you're going to spend all of your focus on that particular thing. It's going to affect the marriage you have because you're going to be so tired mentally that you don't have time for devote to your spouse or whatever it is. Now, if you're saying you want her to get a divorce now, sure, go ahead and go get a divorce right now and go do it on your own. But if you're in a marriage and you're trying to make a marriage work, then that's not one of the best things I could suggest for you to do. I'm going to be honest with you and be very truthful to you. As a person who got a master's, I saw the effects of getting that master's on my entire family structure, including that of with my kid and all that kind of thing, and how I had less time for my kid and my kid couldn't see me. And I just saw exactly the effects of it. But give me a take on that one. Nothing is wrong. You can disagree. Only don't mind people disagree with him. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to you all soon.